Good morning, my beautiful elements. What's going on? Hey, y'all, come on up in here real quick. How are you all? I hope that everybody is having a beautiful start off to your day. Hey, Rockstar Don, Tracy's World, Real Mamas, K Got a Body member. Hey, Just Lovely. Okay, thank you, Just Lovely, for coming in. I appreciate you, boo. And I hope that you are able to get some rest. Hey, Brooklyn Star. Hey, boo member. Hey, Rodney. How you doing? Welcome to the channel. Hey, boo. What's going on, guys? Thank you, Rockstar. That was when we were in Jamaica, guys. Okay, so I'm coming on real quick. Y'all already know how I do. I had to take the last 2 days off, due to y'all, of course, knowing what's going on, but also too for my sanity. To be honest with you, see, unlike a lot of y'all on here, I acknowledge that even though we are in a social media space, even though we are beef sector, hey Sonia member, that I still am a human being and I don't apologize for that. And when it is too much going on, I know how to step back and sit the hell down. Okay. And I think that's something that a lot of us could learn. Okay. I don't give a damn the excuse that we use that, we're in a sector and all bets are off, which is true, but you can still have your humanity. And so I entitled this video, You Can't Tell People How to Fight for a Reason. All right. So we all know what's been going on for the last couple of days. The last time that I was actually on was when the situation between Reed and VS were going on. And again, I maintained from the beginning that when it comes to those two ladies, whatever kerfuffle they got into didn't have shit to do with me. But of course, my name was brought up. That was what it was. I'm not exempt from nobody mentioning my name in commentary because if I want to mention yours, I'm gonna fucking mention it. And when I went up on Reed's panel, when she did the video entitled to me, which of course is gone. I think she's gotten rid of her channel or hid it or anything. And when I went up there again as somebody who just have a heart. I didn't care about who started or whatever. They ain't got shit to do with me. But I just went up there as a person who has a heart. I saw somebody that was crashing out, in my opinion. She was crashing the fuck out. And I will stand by that. And just the person that I am, I'm just like, well, let me try to come up here and let her know to get the hell down because your emotions are all over the place and you looking crazy right now. And if it were me, I would expect for somebody to come up and, say, Leo, end this shit right now. You know what I'm saying? Because when you are going through a lot of emotions or just whatever, we don't tend to think clearly, you know. And I did get the sentiments that VS said, and also when I was listening back to Miss Cruiser's video, how she was saying that, her thoughts kind of changed when, she realized I got up there and due to my situation, she felt like, what Reed was tripping about was not to the level of what I'm currently going through. And she even talked about how she has a practice that she learned from her therapist to where, when she gets to, you know, doing the most, how she knows how to bring that energy back down and realizing that there are people who are going through more. And I understood what both of them were saying. Um, and I even have to do that at times because even with what I'm going through, there are people who are in worse situations than mine. There are people who diagnosis, they don't have a chance to heal. They didn't get this is beatable. You got to go through all this stuff, but this is beatable. You have some people, and I've actually seen people. It's not like when you have cancer and you go to get these treatments that they separate everybody. No, you're in there with all different types of people when you're going to get your treatments. You have some people who are receiving a type of chemo to where they lose their hair. And then you have people like me to thank God I have not lost my hair. You have people in there with the cords coming in different ways. You know, I get it in my arm. Some people, it's just a lot that you see. And I look around at these different people that I have to see every day, that I have to see every week, and I'm like, well, damn, you know, even though I'm going through this, there are people who are in worse situations. I didn't have to plan my affairs. You know, I literally sat there one time waiting on my driver to pick me up because, of course, I can't drive back and forth. So, due to that good union insurance, I have it to where, you know, I can get picked up back and forth. I'm not far from, you know, the cancer place that I go to. And I was sitting there waiting on the driver to pick me up after one of my treatments. And I'm listening to a doctor who's having a conversation with a couple and basically telling the wife that, you know, your husband does not have long, but he also is going to need around the clock nurse care within the home. This is the different things that I'm listening to. So I got what was being said, and I even have to do that for myself, but also too, we are still human. You get what I'm saying? So I was not offended by her having her emotion because I know it was not just whatever she was going through with BS. It was not just whatever embarrassment. It was her still having her emotion from the loss of her sister. And I don't give a damn how long ago it happened. You have people who have lost different loved ones that may have been gone for 10 years and it still affects them a certain type of way. And I don't regret getting up there. I don't. And that's that when it comes to that. Again, when it comes to whatever they're going through, it just is what it is. I have nothing to do with that. That's their fight, and I'm going to leave it at that. I only spoke on that because my name was brought into it. I'm not upset with either side. As in regards to Reed, I do think she need a break off of here. I don't think that she should come back no time soon. But that's going to be on her. You know, because again, we all look to this apparatus as some type of um escape, you know, some more than others. We are all here for a reason, and that is very much true. So, you know, I think she should take a down break for her mental sanity, and I have always said that on my channel at different times that I don't give a damn if you need to take 24 hours, if you need to take 2 days. Take the time off. Don't give a damn whether people going to accuse you of running or whatever like that. You have to do what's best for you. Because at the end of the day, when we all shut this motherfucker off, we don't know exactly for real what's going on in each other's lives. For real. Y'all can only go by what the hell we tell y'all. And everything that happened after I got off of Reed's panel, you know, I'm looking around, but it was to the point to where I had to shut that shit off because I'm like, this shit done got real fucking dark. And I don't want no parts and none of that bullshit. Just the darkness of different stories. But it also made me think about too, bringing back to the interview that me and Sean did or whatever. Again, I listened to different people's perspectives, and you know, I made some comments on whatever, but I'm gonna bring Brianna back up because when I went and I listened to her video, which I did share, and she was saying that she heard I had cussed her out. And I don't understand how she heard that I had cussed her out or whatever, because when I did the second video, I think that next morning, to where it said addressing Bree, I said my sentiments to Brianna for a reason, but it was not because I had cussed her out in a previous video. The video that I did, which is Leo is not a charity case, that video is still up and present. And at the time when I did the video, I was not really looking at the chat like that. I had to go back and look at the chat because when I did respond to Brianna, when I saw her message, I didn't realize that she had been typed that message within the chat. Because when I went and I looked back, I saw that she had said, oh, or whatever like that. I guess she did hear what I had said or whatever, as far as in that particular video or whatever. And then I saw that Pizarro was in the chat and she was explaining, like, no, that's not what happened or whatever when it came to the charity case video. So my point in saying that is I don't understand how she was told that I cussed her out when her bestie was inside the fucking chat of the original video that I did. And I specifically said within that video that I'm not accusing her of doing it. I acknowledged the fact that I had not heard that portion yet. And so when I went back and I heard that portion, I just wanted to come out here and just make it clear that, she did not say it. Not that I accused her of saying it from the beginning. So again, the part where she was like, I got cussed out. Brianna, you never got cussed out. The part where she talked about, I would have been going to hell for no reason over miscommunication. I mean, I could about imagine the reads that you would throw or the drags that you would throw, and I would just simply come and drag your ass back. And I'm not saying that with no type of disrespect, but that's just real. I already know it probably would have been a health read or something about some old tea. It would have been what it would have been. But the thing is, when it come to you, when it come to everybody, when it come to me, none of us are exempt when it comes to the health reads. If you were to use a health read, you're not in a position to talk about nobody's health. Just like I'm not in a position to talk about nobody's health. Nobody under the sound of my voice is in a position to talk about anybody's health because all of us could be walking around with shit and don't even be aware of it. It don't have nothing to do with your weight. It don't have nothing to do with none of that. We have a lot of various body parts, okay? And there's various different doctors for various different things. That's even with what I'm going through. I may not know it's something else going on, even though I've been getting checked out and everything, but that's for every single person that's walking this earth. We're all walking walking tick time bombs in some type of way. So that's why I say when it comes to everybody, include me, none of us are exempt. That's why I don't do the health reads. And that's just me being real. Another thing that was said was when it came to the interview that it was a play. We must have got paid. It was a script. It was disgusting. Wasn't nothing scripted about that shit. I don't know why y'all always think some shit is a damn play. Wasn't nothing scripted about that. Okay. I'm gonna tell you exactly how the shit came up, which everybody was there to see. Intrinsic Love was live at the time. I was not aware of it at the time because I was in the membership, which my members can vouch for. I was in the memberships with some of my members. We were doing a Zoom, talking about whatever. Okay. I do that with them from time to time, let them know what's going on or whatever. We had about 2 damn Zooms. I get out of the Zoom and I see that Intrinsic Love video then got shared. At the time I happened to go in there when y'all saw me appear was when I happened to have went in there. I appeared at the time where Sean was saying they should have a conversation. I'm like, oh, okay, I see an opportunity. Like all of y'all sees and see opportunities to talk to somebody, have some type of content on y'all channel. So let's not do that. I got up there on the thing. I asked Ness, would she be willing to have a conversation with Lolo? And it was just simply that. She agreed. We decided to do it the next day. Besides that time, I had not talked to Ness. I did a video. I had somebody reach out to Lolo. Lolo agreed to the shit. Ness had already said she was going to show up. I then did a video that was saying, this is what time is going to happen. I still at that time didn't have no clue whether either one of them was going to show up. I didn't talk to Lolo directly. You know what I'm saying? So we went live and what happened, happened. It wasn't nothing scripted. We didn't sit together and put together no whatever. Didn't none of that shit happen. What happened, motherfucker, happened. And they both chose to handle themselves the way they handled themselves. It wasn't no bias. I wasn't on one person's side more than the other. It was what the fuck it was. Everybody supported. I got my little numbers, got my cash apps or whatever, and it was good. End of motherfucking story. But the reason why I'm bringing that up is because other than that, I'm not going to talk about the shit no more. But the reason why I'm bringing that up is because, motherfuckers had so much to say, about how Lolo was treated and all this bullshit. But yet and still the next day, we got all this crazy ass shit going on. We see motherfuckers crashing out. Y'all don't have a problem with trying to get them up on y'all motherfucking panel for content. This is somebody literally crashing out. So we not about to sit here and pretend in this beef sector. Cause I even had a motherfucker say, oh, it wasn't professional. Somebody had written in the goddamn chat, it wasn't professional. Professional in the motherfucking beef sector. Like, cut it out. Y'all pick and choose when y'all want to have more grounds and shit. And after our shit, again, we can't just decide to have motherfuckers up and have them do and handle themselves the way they want to goddamn handle themselves. But then the next day, we got all this different shit going on, all this crazy shit going on. Platforms open, panels opening up, all type of shit, talking about some sick ass shit, in my opinion. But I'm the one who characters question or got to be lying or some shit like that. Like, let's just stop the bullshit when it come to that. Y'all kill me with that hypocritical ass bullshit. And that's all I'm gonna say in regards to that. Whatever. Okay. Um, yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say when it come to that. I just think that is stupid. Y'all are hypocritical as hell around here, and it's just ridiculous. Y'all will sit there and talk shit and throw digs and say little crazy shit, but then turn around and do the same shit or have done worse shit. None of us are perfect in this bitch. None of us are exempt in this bitch. And the thing is, I usually just sit back and I don't say shit because a lot of stuff is not that deep to me. But when I'm starting to see little stupid shit, just unnecessary shit, that's when I gotta come out and speak and say, we not about to do that. Okay. We not about to it's always selective motherfucking outrage. I don't even go. This is probably the most I've went live, but I don't even go live like that. And when it comes to the numbers, I appreciate them. Don't get me wrong, but if we want to be motherfucking technical, because everything is about the numbers, everything is about the subscribers and all that bullshit like that. And at the end of the day, do people get good numbers over here? Do y'all get good numbers? Yes, but I've also said at the same time again, when it comes to the larger scheme of YouTube, everybody over here is a small fry. You may get 1,000 in your chat regularly. And I'm talking about to everybody over here. You may get 1,000 regular. You may get 10,000 views. But when it comes to the bigger scheme of YouTube, it's motherfuckers that go live for nothing and they got 10,000 motherfuckers watching them on a regular basis every time they go live. So when it comes down to it, we all the same. We all the motherfucking same. So yeah, you want people to watch your shit, but it's not that deep at the same motherfucking time. It's like some humility could be used on everybody's goddamn realm. And when it comes to this beef sector, we want to be technically honest because y'all like to not acknowledge motherfucker shit. Not that we need you to, but I've had victories over here. They may not be all the time, but I've had victories over here. And if we want to get to being technical about who's ever had the largest goddamn chat or the largest number of motherfuckers in the chat, Leo the Lioness Queen holds that record, honey. And I'm talking about within the entire time that the beef sector has existed. I had 19,000 motherfuckers in this chat. The elements can tell you that. 19,000 live viewers. This was during the verses. Only reason why the video can't be shown is because of the fact, of course, they blocked the shit. But okay, it's people in the chat can tell you. Demetra Lit All Day can motherfucking tell you. She shared the shit. It was other content creators that came in that bitch that motherfucking night. 19,000. That goddamn chat was moving so motherfucking fast. And this is exactly how the shit happened. Because I used to do the verses all the time. Of course, it was a lot of different content creators, but in this sector, I was the only one that would do the verses. It was called the Element Lounge. I had a whole little thing going on and little banners and stuff. We were serving drinks, everything like that. And so what happened was it started off on members only. Okay, it was a couple of us. Okay, just lovely. And so we started off on members only for this particular verses because I love music and shit. So good morning, Subi. So we on the membership and we watching the beginning. This was the Isley brothers versus damn it. I know it was Isley brothers who versus Earth, Wind, and Fire, I think. Yeah, which was the best verses ever. And so we on members only and shit. And I asked them, I was like, because I think we watched maybe about 30 minutes of it. And I asked the members, I was like, do y'all want to open it up to the public? And they like, yeah, we can open it up to the public. So we opened it up to the public. And of course, at this time, it was still free. They were advertising it on, they were showing it on IG. This is before they came up with the website. And so we in there or whatever. And I think at the time we probably got up to like 200 people and shit or whatever. And we just in there chilling or whatever. And next thing you know, the numbers just start rising so motherfucking crazy. Actually, I think I'm gonna go back. And of course, I might have to mute some of the video, but I'm gonna show you how fast that chat was going. I'm gonna show you how them. I think I can be able to still see how fast them goddamn numbers was goddamn rising. Cause yeah. Um, and next thing you know, it jumped to 1,000, then it jumped to 5,000, then it jumped to 6, 10, 11, 12, 19. I think at the end we had about 19.5. That chat was moving so motherfucking fast. They were super chatting. I was getting cashed at. I felt sorry for the goddamn moderators because that's it, it just everybody just flew in there. And mind you, again, I was the only content creator in the beef sector that was doing the verses, but there were other channels around us that were doing the verses, and they would always have more than me. But for some reason that night, all them people found my channel. And the reason why is because IG used to have technical difficulties. And so I think IG had shut down in the middle of it. And all them motherfuckers just came into our chat. And it was so exciting. It was so fun. You get what I'm saying? So I've had my little victories around here. The DMX video, when I did the video about for his funeral, and I just picked out the part where his ex-wife spoke. I made almost $6,000 off that one fucking video, and that was like at the time it was like 300 and some thousand views. And let me just let y'all know once again how views work. It's it's about the views, but it's also about what the advertiser is willing to pay for, how much the advertiser is willing to pay per click. Is also when you post the video, is also what is trending. So say for instance, at that time, Just Lovely did a video and she had 300,000 views and I had 300,000 views. We're not going to get paid the same per click because it depends on, she could have been talking about Mary J. Blige. I posted about DMX. DMX was trending at the time. The advertisers found it advertiser friendly. It was about when I posted the video. I posted it in the wee hours of the morning. And Just Lovely with her video about Mary J. Blige, because the advertisers pay you per click. So they may have paid Just Lovely, let's say $5 per click for her video versus me because of when I posted it, because it was trending at the time. They may decide to have paid me $25 per click. That's how it works. It's about what the advertisers are willing to pay for, how much they're willing to pay for. So like I said, I've had my victories and I'm okay with that. But at the end of the day, I come on here when I do come on here because I enjoy being on here. I'm not trying to be in competition with nobody. I'm not trying to shit on nobody. I know how to give people their accolades. I don't have to throw digs, make excuses, or none of that bullshit. We all on here for a reason. For whatever different reason. And it's okay to have opinions about people. It's okay to still give them their flowers. I've done that. That's why, like I said, a lot of shit I let go. Also, it's okay to give each other grace and to understand that ain't none of us exempt, ain't none of us motherfucking perfect. Every single human being that exists on this earth has light and dark to them. That is how we are made up. Just like we both got feminine and motherfucking masculine. It's a balance. And we're all every day trying to find that motherfucking balance. And it's just that goddamn simple. Okay. Um, I've been looking for a conversation I actually had with DMX. That would be great. Hey, Forever Lisa. Hey, everybody that came in. I'm sorry I wasn't looking down. Hey, G Butterfly, Detroit, Just Andrea, Gemini Love, Elisa, Buddy, Miss Sugar, anybody I miss, BA Superstar. I'm going back up in the comments. Hey, Francois member. But yeah. And so too, guys, also when I'm on a time limit, because I'm trying to get off by 7, I do have a bad habit of not always looking at the comments. I will just glance down because I can get distracted. And so I never want to get distracted reading a whole bunch of comments, especially if I have a certain time limit in which I'm trying to get off of here or whatever like that. But yeah, that's just some of the thoughts I just wanted to, hey, Star Bell, that's just some of the thoughts that, I wanted to come on here and say in regards to, everything. Yeah, stuff got a little dark for me. And so I had to take a break off of here, even watching and listening to some of the bullshit, because I'm just like, ugh, some of the shit I don't even want to repeat or go into. But at the end of the day, I still understand and recognize that you cannot tell nobody how to fight. Everybody have their different levels that they gonna go, and whatever that you choose to do, whatever bricks that you choose to throw, you have to deal with that. I've thrown bricks before. And I had to deal with that. Okay, so it just is what it is, and you just got to be willing to stand in whatever it is that you do. And if you do make a mistake, or if you do feel like, okay, I need to say this, then you go ahead and say it, and it may not always be well received. Like I've said before, even before the situation that I'm going through, I don't have no huge issues with people on here. It's not that deep to me. I don't hate any of y'all. Do I agree with everything that y'all say? No, the fuck I don't. Do I know when a lot of y'all on some bullshit? Yes, but it's not that deep. I'm not going to try to affect your real life in any type of damn way. I don't care that much. I put me first. And I also, again, understand, which some of y'all forget, no matter how you fight that, just like everybody got to pay the consequence for whatever decision they make, you got to pay the consequence for that shit as well. There are consequences to everything you do, whether we feel that we're justified or not. That's just like if, you do go after somebody's family or whatever. You got people, I would hope you do, got family that you care about too. If you threaten to pull up on somebody, no matter how raggedy of that person you think they are, you think they ain't got motherfuckers that's willing to pull up on your ass for them. We all got people that care about us, whether they blood related or not. We all got people that support us. So you have to think about, what is the damn point of it? None of us get away with nothing. Whether you get that shit the next second, whether you get that shit 10 years from now, none of us get away with nothing. But at the end of the day, God gave us free will. And you have to decide just what it is that you are choosing to use your time with, what you choose to give your energy to, what anger you choose to let consume you instead of dealing with your own shit. All of us do a lot of projecting on each other, and it never helps. You always end up being the one that loses in some type of way when you try to put your hands on shit, but turn around and say that you have a belief in God. We always trying to put our hands and stuff instead of learning how to sit back and be still and let him handle it. Even when it comes to negativity, everything happened for a reason. So I think that's pretty much all I have to say today, or for now, or whatever. I may come back live later. Like I said, Elements, I know I still been telling y'all I was gonna come and open all of the stuff. Y'all already know what's going on. So it may be a yay or nay for today. It may be tomorrow. I gotta put, myself first in all ways, and I'm just gonna do that. I love you all. I hope that y'all have a wonderful. Hey, and Renee, I hope that y'all have a wonderful day. And Leo is signing off. Bye, y'all.